Hey everyone, this is Brian with Obedia. Today I'm going to be showing you a cool piece of gear that Microsoft sent me, and that is the Surface Music Kit. And Microsoft was kind enough to send me the Surface Music Kit and a Surface 2. This is not the Surface Pro, but it is the Surface 2. And they were kind enough to send these to me. I've been playing around with this for a little bit now. I just want to show you guys what the Surface Music Kit is all about. And we'll get into nuts and bolts and some other tutorials, but in this video I just want to show you what this is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox everything here. Now I've just kind of put everything back into the box that it came in because I know that folks like to see that stuff sometimes, but as I say, I've been playing with this for a little bit now. And you open up your packaging, you're going to find your Surface, and you'll also have here your power cables, things like that, but you'll have your Surface tablet right there. And then on your music kit, of course, it's pretty straightforward. This uses the Blade setup that Microsoft has been pioneering with the Surface. And so this is the music blade, as it were. And it's real cool. It's got this sort of semi-rubberized feel to the top of it, and all of these different pads, some sliders and buttons. Will go into all that. And then right here you've got your connector, and this is what connects this to your Surface tablet. And on the back it's got this just sort of texturized, almost felt sort of feel to it. Now that's so that you can close this up over the Surface, and the way it attaches is with a magnet. Really easily, you just connect, and you can see it already glowed a little bit there. And you can close this up so it just is this one portable piece like this, which I do think is pretty cool. One thing I like about the Surface over other tablets, and it might seem like a small thing, but I really love the fact that it has a kickstand, because I love being able to just do that with my tablet. I think that's pretty awesome. So then when you want to use it, you simply just fold this down, and the music kit is going to be alive, essentially. You're going to unlock. And then now, I've already opened up the Surface Music Kit app. And this app is available from the Microsoft Store. And what you're going to find here is going to be that when you first enter the app, you're going to be looking at the start screen. This is where you can do things like download content for the Surface Music Kit. And in addition to being able to download content, you're also going to be able to select from some templates that you may have downloaded or installed. And you can also make a new project right here. Now, templates are essentially collections of sounds that you can use in conjunction with the pads on the music blade. And there's some different ones that have come out through the Microsoft Store so far. And some of the ones that have been more well known have been this one from Linkin Park. And that's one that's been going around for a little bit. There's also one from The Hives, who's actually one of my favorite bands. And I've got this one here called French Electro Volume 1 that I thought was kind of cool, and I'm just going to open it up. And so when this opens, this project is pre-made, so you're going to find that it's got some lanes already active on it. I can click on these lanes and it'll show me the actual waveform for what is here. And this looks like kind of like a timeline you're used to on most audio workstations that you've probably used. And you're going to notice that the music kit is glowing now. It's cool because it's backlit, so if you are working in a dark space, you're actually going to be able to see everything that's happening on here. And so what you'll have on the left-hand side right here is going to be a list of the loops and sounds that are loaded into your session, and you can load your own loops and sounds into the session. Each of these coincides with the lane here on your timeline. And, again, this is very much like what we see in most DAWs when you come right down to it. But the difference here is that the idea is that you're going to use the pads to play the sounds that you're going to record into your session. Now each of these sounds will be linked up to a different pad. There's a number next to each of these sounds. I can replace them by tapping on one. But each one is linked up to one of the pads, and it plays back by simply pressing the pad. You can see right there, these are just sounds that have been preloaded. Now some of these are loops and they're a little bit longer, so you'll play it and that loop will actually need to go through its loop process in order for it to finish playing. But that's how you can interact with the sounds. What you're going to find here with the buttons that are on the left-hand side is one quick thing you can do here is you can hold down this button on the far top left-hand corner. This is going to show you the effects that are currently assigned to the lanes that you're working with. And you get 3 different ones. And these are going to coincide with the A, B, and C sliders right here. So in this case, on A, I have a low-pass filter. I have an echo assigned to track 4. These are all for track 4 right now, but this just depends on which track I happen to select. So now I've selected track 1. These are the controls for each track. So I have a low pass, I have an echo, and then I can control the volume of that track. So what this lets me do is actually by moving my finger across these sliders, I can change those values. You can see that they're lighting up as I move my finger around. So it's touch sensitive, which is really cool. I love the backlit nature of it. And this allows me to just apply those effects in real time to my session. I have muting, and by muting all I need to do is hold down the mute button right here on the surface, and then I can press the channels that I would like to mute, or I can unmute, of course, everything. Now the next button over here is solo. This is going to allow me to solo my tracks. Next to that I have mute, same deal, hold this down and then press those tracks that I would like to mute. Those tracks will not be active. And I have an undo button and a redo button, which could be very useful. I have record and I have play. So all of these controls are made to be pretty simple and just basically let you interact with the application as you are creating music in it. So again, you can load your own sounds. You can play with some of the templates that you download from the Microsoft Store. You have different options. I'm just going to go ahead and hit play here, and I'll just show you what playback is like a little bit and how the effects will actually affect what it is that we have here. So what I'm doing there, obviously, is I'm just playing around with a little bit of some of the effects that I have for each of these tracks. And then what I can also do here is if I want to record something new into my session, I can just hit record. So you can see what I'm doing there is I'm just controlling the effects on the specific track that I've chosen by simply clicking on that track with my finger. This allows me to interact with it immediately. Now I also get a row of controls right here that I can make use of. When I've selected that lane, I can clear notes, I can edit, create a pattern, edit the track volume, the panning, and I also get access to my sounds if I want to load different sounds, and then I have the ability to look at the properties, say my project, or export my song from my current Surface Music Kit project that I am working with. So all of this makes it so that, essentially what I'm going to do is I can just interact here in order to lay down my song in any way that I might be, looking to do. And I'll double tap the play button right here to send myself back to the beginning. Now what I'm just going to do is just show you guys real quickly how recording works. Very easy to do. All I need to do is press record. The music app will start recording, and then I can start playing pads to record sounds onto my lanes right here. So you can see right there, that's how easily I can just enter sounds, and these sounds are going to be based on what it is that I load into my project, or maybe what I'm making use of from a template, something like that. Again, each one is going to be a different sound loaded into a lane, which is going to coincide with a pad on my music blade. So all of this really does make for a cool way to quickly and easily create a song, I've found. And, as I say, we'll go into making songs with the music kit in some later tutorials, but in this case, I just want to show you guys what this is really all about. I do think that this is a pretty cool little tool to have access to. It's fun, it's intuitive in a lot of different ways. I love that it's really portable. It's very cool sort of on-the-fly music making, which I do think is a really fun thing. Of course, this is not going to be something that you're going to be using to record a full-on session or something like that, but if you're just looking to have some fun, I think that this is a great way to do it. Now, what I've also done is I've used this a little bit in some DJ sets for being able to trigger samples and sounds, and in some cases some loops and things like that. And I found that to be really fun because it's a cool thing to have next to my rig while I'm DJing. I use myself a Windows 8 base laptop for my DJ and my live set work, and so it's very cool to have this on my side and just be able to run some different things off of it. I think it would be a great way to create a sound launch pad for different sounds that you want to use during a DJ set of some kind, maybe playing drums or instruments or various things like that, all using the pad, because again, you can customize based on what it is that you would like to load into your session. You can save each of your sessions, go back here, you can easily download content. As I say, when you download content, you'll be able to access the Microsoft Store and download that. I'm not connected to the net right now, so I'm not downloading anything. But this is an easy way for me to do that. I can make a new project. Once I've made a new project, I can load up sounds very easily into my slots, and then I can start playing around with my project, making my song, and export that as a song. So overall, I think this is a very cool little tool that Microsoft has come up with. And if you guys are looking to maybe get something that's different from the average apps that are out there, and you want to check out the music kit from Microsoft, you can check out some more information. Of course, I'll give some links in the video here. We're going to be doing some more tutorials on how to make music using the music kit, of course, and also keep your eye out for some custom music packs that we'll be providing to you guys here for the music kit. Coming from Obedia, so that you can just get some extra sounds to be able to add to your own music kit projects that you will hopefully be working on. So again, I want to say thank you to Microsoft and the Surface team for sending over this Surface 2 to me, as well as the Music Blade. I've had a lot of fun playing with it, and I'm going to have a lot of fun showing you guys how to use it. If you have questions or comments, anything that I've missed here today, please feel free to get in touch with me, Brian@Obedia.com. Give me a call at Obedia, or find us on Facebook and Twitter, of course, or get in touch here on the comments on this video. So there you go, guys. That is the Surface Music Kit and the Surface 2 coming to you from Microsoft. Very cool new tool, I think, from Microsoft. Fun way to be making some music, and as I say, we will be talking more about it as time goes on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and happy music making to you. Take care.